This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.
And welcome to Lincoln Northeast, the site of the boys HAC Tournament Championships, as both these teams battle Pius and Lincoln Southeast vying for the title. Glad you're with us on News Channel Nebraska. Brandon Axum and Andy Klassen.
Yeah.
Andy, this is a familiar place for Pius. They are the two-time defending champs, looking to make it 3 in a row. As for Lincoln Southeast, new head coach, a coach that has played under Brian Spichka, the head coach for Pius. A lot of storylines, but a lot of good basketball to be played, we're anticipating.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. There's going to be a lot of good basketball to be played here this afternoon. Two very athletic teams. You look out on the court at Southeast, really like their size. These are big physical kids, and a lot of them are talented on the football field as well. Now they're bringing it to the hardwood.
Let's talk about key players. First off, for Pius, you know the Hoiberg name if you're a basketball fan.
Yeah.
Sam is one of the twins as well as Charlie, and son of head coach Mr. Fred Hoiberg for the Huskers. But Sam, he's got some good basketball skills as well, averaging a double-digit scoring effort, coming off a 17-point performance in the semis. The guy can do everything.
Yeah, Sam's a pure shooter, really good facilitator as well. Just an offensive weapon through and through. He finds his guy's shots and he can create his own shot.
For Lincoln Southeast, A.J. Hogan, he's averaging 23 a game. On pace to be Lincoln Southeast all-time career leading scorer, but it's the rare combination of size and athleticism that makes him so dangerous.
And it's also a rare combination of how lethal he is from beyond the arc, but he's a freight train when he drives the ball to the hoop, and he can finish with authority.
Getting closer to tip-off here in Lincoln. We're going to hear from both head coaches, Coach Werning and Coach Spichka, when we return.
Are you struggling with pain or mobility issues? Do you need physical or occupational therapy? Husker Rehab can help. With 6 locations, help is in your hometown or just a short drive away. Our goal is to keep you moving with the most modern and up-to-date rehabilitative techniques. If your life is being ruined by physical pain, come and see us. Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms, in Fairbury, Beatrice, Lincoln, and Nebraska City. Visit us at huskerrehab.com.
And welcome back to our pregame show. Joining us, Joey Werning, head coach for Lincoln Southeast. Coach, an interesting position for you. First-year head coach, and you're in the HAC tournament title. How are you feeling, and how are you and your boys approaching this game?
You know, we're really excited. We feel privileged for the opportunity. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I've lost my voice from coaching. But, you know, we feel privileged to be here given the circumstances with COVID and everything going on. So we're excited for the opportunity, and I'm excited to go against my alma mater.
Well, and against Grand Island to get here, shot 91% from the field. Now, I'm sure you're not counting on that happening again, but how are you approaching it offensively to try to shoot at a high clip? Because when you do that, you're going to be successful.
Yeah, I mean, when the ball goes in the basket, it makes your job a lot easier. You look like a good coach, but, you know, I don't make any shots. The kids are the ones that make shots. We just tell them to go out there with, you know, no fear of failure. We shot 71% from the floor, 91% from 2, like 53% from 3. You know, that's got to be a school record, I believe. So, you know, hopefully we can continue some of that magic. I joked with Ron Powell, you know, we used up all of them in 2020, but it's a new year, so maybe we can, you know, shoot that well to start 2021.
Well, and you mentioned the fact this is your alma mater. You know head coach Brian Spichka well, having played for him, but when you look at Pius and what they bring, what will be challenging, and the fact that you're a coach that played for him, you kind of know what to expect a little bit more.
Yeah, I got a ton of Pius pride, and part of that is because the culture they've established, that Ray established, and Brian continued to done, and they just play so hard. They're tough, you know, and at the end of the day, I think whoever is the tougher team is going to have a better shot of winning this game.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck out there.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Stay with us. More pregame coming up.
You're watching the pregame show, presented by Pinnacle Bank of Beatrice. They're committed to bringing you banking the way it should be. Pinnacle Bank of Beatrice, member FDIC.
And welcome back on our pregame show. Pius Pius head coach Brian Spichka now with us. Coach, this is a familiar spot for you since you guys have joined the HAC. You have made the championship all 3 times. You have won it the past 2. Chance for a three-peat. When you look at that, how does that add to the pressure, or does it take away the pressure of the game today?
It doesn't really add too much pressure to us. It's just an opportunity for us to get better. This is our 5th game of the year. We're a long ways away from the finished product, so we just want to use this as a great game to be able to build some feedback for us to figure out what we've got to get better at moving forward. Now, playing in a HAC championship, that's always going to be a nice way to be able to do that. We just hope we come out on top.
Looking at Pius, they're a team that shot 70+% from the field against Grand Island. What do you look at them that they do well, and what may be tough for you tonight?
Well, they move the ball well. They're physical. They've got a lot of players out there, like you said, that can put the ball in the basket. So all of those are tough combinations to be able to guard. So we just got to be really solid in our matchups and solid in our rotations, and hopefully box out really well and only give them one chance.
Lastly, I asked Joey about coaching against you for the first time. I want to ask you about coaching against him, a former player. You got any fun stories or insight you can share with us about Joey?
You know, Joey is an outstanding coach, and you can tell that right from when he came to us as a sophomore moving in from West Virginia. He was a skinny little kid, but he had one heck of a mind, and he made himself into a great basketball player, and he's put himself in a great position as a coach and is doing a great job with the Southeast team.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck out there.
Absolutely, thank you.
Getting closer to tip-off. We'll be back on News Channel Nebraska.
J-Tech Construction is doing all they can to help customers feel safe when dealing with their project needs. We offer virtual appointments, and if you think you have hail damage, let J-Tech inspect your roof with a free drone inspection. We'll talk you through the roof replacement process with our no-contact virtual meetings and create 3D renderings so you know exactly what the finished product will look like before we even start working. J-Tech Construction, the official exterior experts of the Huskers.
Hi, this is Jen at the Columbus Family YMCA. We hope this finds you all healthy. The Y has opened everything back up starting August 31st. More classes, longer hours, child watch, volleyball, swim team, pool, sauna, and more. Our biggest priority is keeping everything clean and safe for our members. Come check us out, the Columbus Family YMCA, where your family and your fitness are important to us. For more information, call the YMCA at 402-564-9477.
The YMCA.
And welcome back, getting ready for tip-off here in the HAC Boys Tournament Championship game. Lincoln Southeast, the 3 seed, Pius, the 1 seed. Andy, it's interesting, looking at both these teams here in the HAC, they were tested in their opening round game against what you would consider a little bit lesser opponent. Lincoln Northeast, they're actually only a 2-loss team, but took Southeast to the buzzer. It took a last-second 3 from the Knights to defeat Lincoln Northeast in that first round game. And then against Grand Island, they were tied at halftime and then hit a whole nother stride in the second half to win comfortably. And on the flip side for Pius, they won by just 4 to Lincoln East in the first round before winning by 9 against North Star, the 4 seed in the semis.
Yeah, and some of that's to be expected in a conference tournament, a setting like this where these teams know each other very well. Usually you see each other a couple times, maybe even before their tournament, but upsets do happen. We're seeing it here with the 3 seed in Lincoln Southeast going for the championship here.
And on the season in general, Lincoln Southeast sitting at 3-1, Pius at 4-0. We'll pause for the national anthem, come back with starters, get ready for tip. Southeast. We are about ready to go here in the boys Heartland Athletic Conference Tournament Championship. Take a look at our starting lineups. Starting off with Lincoln Southeast. Going down the starting five, you have Corey Kruger, McGinnis Schneider, Jake Applegate, A.J. Hogan, and Barrett France. Andy, we talked about Hogan averaging 23, but Schneider and Applegate also very capable double-digit scores.
Yeah, they're really coming into their own, hitting their stride here early in this season. They're phenomenal athletes. They might be better football players than basketball players, but they can get it done on the hardwood as well.
In the Knights, 3-1 on this season. Now for Pius. And their starting five, the Hoiberg twins, Sam and Charlie. You also have Luke Toppenheim, Brady Christensen, and Sam Haas-Strider. And talking to Coach Spichka, just the height of this team. Christensen 6'6". Their starting five, you know, and then Haas-Strider 6'6". But they have a 6'6" and a 6'9" that can also come off the bench to complement these five.
And these are guys with great length but can also move. They move very well with the ball, away from the ball, and of course they can all finish at the rim.
We are about ready to go here at the HAC. Again, Pius, the two-time defending champs. They've been in the HAC for just 3 years, and ever since they've joined, they've won the tournament. They're trying to make it 3 for 3.
Well, Lincoln Southeast is going to have something to say about that, and I like their size, and I really like their toughness. I think they're going to give Pius all they can handle this afternoon.
There you see first-year head coach Joey Werning, a former Thunderbolt in his own right, coaching against his alma mater and his own coach that he played under. We are underway, and Pius gets the ball first. Christensen swinging it to Sam Hoiberg. Sam to Charlie, back to Sam. Tough defense by the Knights. Driving is Haas-Strider. Misses the lay-in. Offensive board by Sam. By Charlie, excuse me. And now in the hands of Toppenheim, who finds the hole and gets Pius on the board first.
And that's what Toppenheim can do for Pius. He gives them one more option on the offensive end. A little out of sorts there. Great defense being played. Toppenheim just saw enough of a gap there, a crease in the defense, to get himself to the rim.
So Applegate attacking the glass, no go, rebound by France, and he is fouled.
Big old Barrett France there, just set up shop on the backside of the backboard, exactly where you want your rebounder to be set up. There was no doubt about it. He was coming down with that offensive board, coming off the offensive miss.
Foul is on Christensen. Now France, a player who has stepped into the starting lineup. Lincoln Southeast currently without Derek Branch, and so in his absence, he's doing very well.
Very well, and you see the soft touch there for the big fellow from the free throw line, knocking both down. Both teams coming out in man-to-man defense. Lincoln Southeast having to bail out, though, and finding their guy after that full court pressure there.
Sam kicks it to the corner to Toppenheim. Creates space for a wide open three, and Haas-Strider knocks it down.
Excellent ball movement once Hoiberg was able to get baseline and the kick out. That opens up the shooters. Pius able to get on the board early with the three ball.
So 2 minutes in, Pius with a three-point advantage. Tough defense by the Thunderbolts. To Hogan. Steps back, shot from the elbow, comes up short. He wanted a foul, doesn't get it.
Yeah, very difficult shot. Yeah, he might have took on a little bit of some contact there from Brady Christensen.
So Hogan giving a quick substitute. Coach Schwerning sharing some insight with him.
Yeah, more than anything, I think he just wants to settle the young man down and say, don't force it. We're going to need you.
Strong take inside. Doesn't go, though, for Christensen. That one off the side of the glass as well. And another offensive board grabbed. But Sam Hoiberg called for the travel.
Sam thinking he was using his pivot foot there. Officials saying, nah, you might have took a step there before that pass. This afternoon's officials are Chris Kubrick, Greg Moshman, and Chris Ishai.
Hogan calling for it on the block. Instead, the Knights continue to work it around the perimeter. Solid take, and it doesn't drop for Applegate. Pius quickly in transition. The Knights defense recovers. Great take, up and under. Brady Christensen. Some serious acrobatics there.
Yeah, very athletic move there, especially with the finish. Kind of a little hook shot look to it as he was navigating his way through multiple defenders. You're really seeing it from both teams here, Brandon, playing a motion style offense, not really a set play, but everyone's moving away from the ball, trying to find each other looks.
And there is Hogan getting his first bucket of the day.
Did I say? Looks like a freight train, doesn't he? In the open court like that, just working his way, barreling down towards the rim.
That three off the mark from Hoiberg. Hogan skip pass across, wide open Kruger. Loose ball grab by Charlie Hoiberg. Gets it to Sam.
Nice move.
And gets it over Hogan's outstretched fingertips for the bucket.
And look at the touch right at the tail end there with the left hand. Strong take for Hoiberg.
And Hogan off the mark. Rebound by Hostreiter. And just some miscommunication there between Sam and Brady Christensen.
Now we're going to see a little bit of a line change here for Pius. There's that drive from Hoiberg. Soft touch off the glass with that left hand. Always in attack mode.
Three and a half remaining in the opening quarter. 5-point lead for Pius. Hogan again driving. Now Pius pushing. You have Jack Hostreiter, who has checked in. Twin brother of Sam, so you have the Hostreiter and the Hoiberg twins, both on Pius. Little floater won't fall for Jack.
And I tell you what, both teams have done a really nice job on the defensive glass, corralling those rebounds, not allowing those second shot opportunities. Both coaches talked about that in the pregame.
We also have now Blake Dabercow, who has checked in, and he is the 6'9" player we were talking about that comes off the bench. Three was halfway down before popping out.
Yeah, Dabercow, just another one of those guys with great length and athleticism. Head coach Spitzka says he likes to be 10 deep, 9 or 10 deep. Well, he's got that this year.
And that pass out of bounds, Pius basketball.
But I like what Lincoln Southeast was trying to do there. A little give and go action, working towards the rim.
Taubenheim kicks it out. And neither of these teams giving up anything easy inside.
No.
And as I say that, we have a great play by Dabercow for the two.
That was also an excellent job of Pius finding the mismatch as Dabercow had the advantage inside. A good looking drop step move. Nothing too fancy, but extremely efficient.
And that's good to see from Coach Spitzka, saying that, you know, Dabercow is more of a force defensively and wanting him to hone his offensive skills.
Right.
And you can get, you know, 6 to 8 points out of him. That's just an even better thing.
No doubt about it, and both teams really like to spread the ball around offensively, and we've seen that in this first quarter. Multiple scores really for both sides.
And this will stay here with Southeast. So another look at the take, and I believe partially blocked by Taubenheim, looks like. Or it might have been Sam Easley, actually, who's also checked in.
Yeah, the Knights still only have 4 points with just a minute left in this first quarter. That suffocating style of man-to-man defense from Pius really kind of taking it to the Knights here.
And tough defense by Dabercow forces the turnover. Deep three from Sam Hoiberg, it's short. Knights basketball.
I think if you're a Southeast fan, you feel like you kind of dodged a bullet there. Hoiberg catching that one in stride transition. Pretty good look, just off the mark.
.30 seconds to go. McGinnis Schneider dishes it off. Now out to Sam Hare. Corner three, doesn't go for Applegate. Pius may hold for the final shot.
Yeah, it just kind of looked like Lincoln Southeast was out of rhythm to that last offensive possession. Nevertheless, they got a good look. The shots just aren't falling right now for the Knights.
Charlie Easley can't hit the three to end the quarter. Still Pius with the lead, 11-4 after the first 8 minutes. Pius looking to three-peat in the HAC Tournament Championship. We'll be back.
Attention, there is no need to shop around for the lowest cash prescription price. USave Pharmacy has you covered. When you search on GoodRx, RxSaver, or SingleCare, simply show us the best price listed. If we are not already lower, we will match the lowest price. Offer does not apply on controlled substances. Trust you're getting the lowest price from your local USave Pharmacy, and of course, the best hometown service.
USave Pharmacy.
Claybaugh Pharmacy provides you with all the pharmacy options a person would need. As a full-service pharmacy, we give you all the traditional options, but also have the modern technology to maintain your profiles. Maybe you're busy. Head to claybaughpharmacy.com. Click on Online Refills to get your prescriptions filled from the convenience of your home. Claybaugh Pharmacy and Gift Shop, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
One quarter in the books, Lincoln Southeast trailing Pius 11-4. Brandon Axman, Andy Klassen with you here at the Heartland Athletic Conference Tournament Final at Lincoln Northeast High School.
You really got to tip your cap to Brady Christensen once again doing a nice defensive play there against Hogan, kind of backing out, not allowing him to draw that contact, and then end up with the turnover, drawing the travel out.
Scramble on the floor. Hogan has it, and the Knights take possession. McGinnis Schneider pushing it, finds Hare, who rattles the three home.
And that's what the Knights have been looking for, scoring in transition, especially from beyond the arc.
And stay here.
And Hogan can't believe it, thinking that Hoiberg was the last to touch it. Official's going to talk about it now. Coach Warning, kind of asking for an explanation there.
Tough defense by France. Ostreider kicks it back out.
Just amazing how he can move his feet for a big man.
Open three, nothing but net for Taubenheim.
Splash, nothing but nylon.
And Schneider fouled. Will they say he's shooting? So another look at the three from Taubenheim.
Yeah, they're going to say McGinnis was in the act of shooting, and I believe he was, but as hard as a foul as Hoiberg came down on both of his arms, you really got a good look at the strength of McGinnis Schneider there, still able to get the ball up on the rim and an opportunity for the and one.
Schneider gets them both to fall. 6-point lead now for Pius. Excuse me, 5. Corner three. Christensen unable to connect with the rim there.
Good look at that motion offense. A lot of movement away from the basketball.
And collision stolen away by Christensen, who ended up then getting fouled. No, actually, they're saying the foul's on Christensen. I misspoke.
Well, that was a pretty good collision there.
And Coach Spitzka also wanting to say, hey, what's going on here? Here's another look at it.
Yeah, that really does kind of look, especially on the replay there, a 50-50 call as both players playing hard-nosed defense or, laying it all on the line.
Hogan has the defender on his back. Powerful move. Can't get it to go, however. Not looking like the Knights will be shooting 77%.
No.
Like they did against Grand Island.
Give a lot of credit to this Pius, the 10th defensive effort.
Inside, Charlie on the give and go. He gets the 2 on the block.
So smart, he's so smart. As soon as he had Hogan beat, he knew where he had to get, and he knew he had to pull the quick trigger there to get it up.
And there's a steal from Linderman.
Great anticipation.
And a take all the way to the glass from Sam. Gets his own rebound, and he's fouled on the floor.
That's not a bad foul there at the end. Otherwise, it looked like Hoiberg was going to get another cheap look there underneath the rim.
David Yagu checking in as well, giving Hogan another breather. Wide open 3 for Taubenheim. He's unable to hit, nearing the 5-minute mark. Schneider kicks it out. And France backing down his defender. He's denied by Ostreider. Here comes Pius. Deep 3, nothing but net for Charlie.
That was a huge sequence right there. Southeast did everything right, working the ball into the rim on that last offensive possession, only to get swatted away. Then Pius comes down and buries a 3 through Charlie Hoiberg.
Pius up by 10 here midway through the second quarter. 19-9. We'll be back.
A university is more than just a place. It's people and their dream of a better future. At UNO, it's access. Access to exceptional education and opportunities. Our Maverick spirit drives who we become. It's our voice to the world. We are Mavericks. We look at challenges in a different way, do things people said could never be done. We lead, build, innovate, protect, teach. Be exceptional. Achieve exceptional. Access to exceptional.
And welcome back. I'd like to remind you this HAC broadcast brought to you in part thanks to Region 4 Behavioral Health System. Brandon Axemet, Andy Klassen with you here on News Channel Nebraska for the Boys Heartland Athletic Conference Tournament Championship between Pius and Lincoln Southeast. A.J. Hogan is fouled, which will be the 4th team foul for Pius.
Like the play call there coming out of the break from head coach Joey Werning, just trying to get his playmakers the ball in space.
Hogan unable to hit there. So far, just 2 points for Southeast right now. They're just struggling to get anything to go through the hoop.
They've just had a real tough time finding consistency on that offensive end. I'll go back to it. The defense has just been suffocating from Pius.
Dabercow calling for it. Instead, Sam kicks it back out to Charlie, and that's Charlie Hoiberg, second from deep.
You think those two have done that before? Little two-man game there between the twins. Good for another three.
A 12-point lead now for Pius.
Yeah, and you kind of feel like this is a critical spot here for Southeast. 3 minutes left in the first half. You don't want this gap to get any larger. In fact, you want to kind of close the gap a little bit here.
Another turnover from the Knights. Dabercow back to Sam. Inside to Dabercow, and he is denied. Jake Applegate. Still though, Dabercow has it, misses the lay-in.
Applegate did an excellent job of staying straight up, 2 blocks on the same play, and then ultimately comes away with the rebound and the possession.
Another foul on Pius. It's on Dabercow. Here's another look at the great defense by Applegate.
Yeah, just all over the court, then going coast to coast after ripping down that board. Getting fouled, but unable to knock down the front end from the free throw line.
Cuts the lead back to 11 here as we near the 2-minute mark. Head fake shot in and out for Sam Hoiberg. Dabercow with the rebound. Charlie wide open, pulls the trigger. Offensive board by Hofstreiter. And another block by Applegate. Stolen by Charlie nearly. So this will be Lincoln Southeast basketball.
Stellar defense really on both ends of the court here. Applegate with another block. And look how he didn't go for the head fake there. That's great discipline on the defensive end.
1:36 to go, and Applegate, after the block, gets it on the offensive end as well with a bucket.
Such a key part of Southeast offense is let those slashers work towards the rim.
Lincoln Southeast with a timeout, 1:33 to play. Pius leading 22-13 here at the HAC Tournament Championship.
We're committed to providing you with the highest level of service, so you will always choose us for your collision repairs. Our techs are trained and Gold Class certified. That's a big deal. With shops in Grand Island, Hastings, Kearney, North Platte, St. Paul, York, and Omaha. Guaranteed value and service.
Viva La Vendors! Viva! Viva La Vendors! I don't gamble with your car repair.
Welcome back. Lincoln Southeast trying to cut into this lead. That Applegate bucket brings it back to single digits, 22-13 your score.
Yeah, Southeast really likes to attack in that transition game. They got multiple athletes who can bring the ball up the court and then transition and finish at the rim. You saw it right there with Applegate getting it done.
Second quarter, I'd like to remind you, is brought to you thanks to Nest 529 College Savings Plan. Here on News Channel Nebraska, Dabercow missing that lane. Southeast running the court. Applegate brings it back out, gets it to Schneider. Schneider from the top of the key, and he hits the triple.
And now you're starting to see a little bit of a rhythm develop for the Knights.
That's the lead to 6. Dabercow, power dribble. Pius fans wanted a foul. Wide open three for Sam Hastreiter. No, Dabercow with the rebound and the putback.
Nice job by Dabercow working the offensive glass, boxing out.
Charlie with the steal and Charlie Hoiberg with the lay-in, and just like that, it's back to 10.
Yep, very opportunistic. The guards for Pius.
Corner three, short. Pius with a chance. Dabercow, runner in transition, and my goodness, how about that for going into halftime?
The bank's open here in Lincoln.
Blake Dabercow, the 6'9" senior, off the glass to go into halftime. 29-16 is your score.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you gotta check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you've got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
The new Zollner Ford Lincoln wants to wish our area sports teams the best of luck this season, along with students involved in the arts. Zollner Ford Lincoln supports our area students. Remember Zollner Ford Lincoln when you need service, tires, or looking to upgrade your current vehicle. Zollner Ford Lincoln, North Highway 77, Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Incredible care, incredibly close. Beatrice Community Hospital and Health Center.
The Beatrice Community Hospital has always been here for you and your family, and now they're here for you even more with the Express Care Clinic on Sargent Road in Beatrice. You can get treatment 7 days a week for non-emergent illness and injury for children, adolescents, adults, and older adults. It's new, well-staffed, and ready when you need it most.
Incredible care. Incredibly close. Beatrice Community Hospital and Health Center.
Claybaugh Pharmacy provides you with all the pharmacy options a person would need. As a full-service pharmacy, we give you all the traditional options, but also have the modern technology to maintain your profiles. Maybe you're busy. Head to claybaughpharmacy.com. Click on Online Refills to get your prescriptions filled from the convenience of your home. Claybaugh Pharmacy and Gift Shop, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
In life, it's the little everyday moments that mean the most. Make those moments a little warmer and a little brighter by gathering around the fire. Fireplace, stone, and patio. Inspired living, inside and out.
It's in our passion. It's in our achievements. It's in our architecture and our heritage. It's in the way we innovate and discover. It's how we engage and inspire. It's time to experience it for yourself. Peru State College. See what's in it for you.
There's a unique educational experience right here in Omaha. With access to top-rated programs, in-demand degrees, and a worldwide community of graduates, UNO prepares students for life, wherever it may lead. From Omaha to Italy to Uganda to Japan, Mavericks are working in communities around the globe. So where will a degree from UNO take you? UNO, access to exceptional, access to the world. Learn more at unomaha.edu.
It all started long ago, with cattle in mind, and it's still the major focus today of Powder River Livestock Handling Equipment and your friends at Valley Vet Supply in Marysville. They want to provide you with the best equipment. That's why they sell Powder River. It truly does stand the test of time. Powder River is a name you can trust. From cattle handling systems to gates and feeders, Powder River makes equipment for life. Come see for yourself at Valley Vet Supply on Highway 36 in Marysville.
He won't want to be a dinosaur karate master forever, but he'll always dream big. Be ready. Start saving for college today with a Nest 529 account. Check your state's plan for tax benefits. To learn about objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement at nest529.com.
Welcome back to Lincoln Northeast side of the Heartland Athletic Conference Tournament Championship. Brandon Axe with Andy Klassen with you here on News Channel Nebraska. 29-16 is your score, Andy. And tough for Lincoln Southeast and head coach Joey Werning. You're down by double digits. You start to cut into it. You get it down to 5 or 6, and then a couple of bang-bang plays in the final seconds, and Pius is back up by 13.
That's just how that opportunistic defense can really affect a game. It did look like Southeast was going to get things going there. They're closing the gap. They got within 5. A couple steals, a couple three-point shots later, and they widen the gap. And then kind of a lucky, in transition, banked in 3 at the end there. But hey, the Bolts got the turnover, had the opportunity, and the shots are falling here for the Bolts.
Let's take a look at some of those highlights from the first half of action. Pius jumped out to an early lead, and starting off with a take from Luke Tabenheim. But really, a very well spread out effort from the Bolts. That was a triple hit by Sam Hastreiter. You had 6 different scores for Pius in the first quarter.
Yeah, very unselfish brand of basketball. It's at a frantic pace, but it's under control.
That last bucket was from Brady Christensen. Now 3 knocked down by Sam Hare for the Knights, and they started to get things going in the second. It was 11-4 after the first quarter. Pius continuing to stay hot. Luke Tabenheim with a triple there. And then Charlie Hoiberg really heated up. He's leading Pius actually with 10, and all of them came in that second quarter.
Yeah, Charlie's done a phenomenal job shooting the ball from beyond the arc, but also getting some cheap buckets inside when he gets loose behind that defense.
So this is about the point where Pius took that double-digit lead, but some great defense by Jake Applegate and led to a few buckets. You have Sam Hoiberg trying to get the bucket. He got 2 defenders in the air. Just forgot about Applegate. He had his second block. Then Applegate comes down and makes a basket, and this is where things started looking promising for the Knights.
Right, and the Knights were making shots outside. They were driving the ball well.
Yeah, McGinnis Schneider there.
Yep, but Pius just had the answer.
And this was the lucky play, quote unquote, Andy, that you're talking about. I think Blake Dabercow will say no luck at all. That's all skill. But the point being, that was just kind of really not a good way to go into halftime if you're Southeast. No. Kind of the insult to the injury, but again, a huge momentum booster if you're Pius.
Yeah, kind of the exclamation point of that last little run there from the Thunderbolts. And hey, they churned them over, they got the ball up the court, and they had the shot to make that three-point play right at the end there. So none of that was luck, Brandon, but you know, going off the window on a little bit of a runner.
Sam and Charlie Hoiberg, 12 points between them. Charlie with 10, Sam with 2. We'll take a break, come back, get ready for third quarter action here at Lincoln Northeast.
The road of life has its bumps, but Tom Dinsdale Automotive customers have an advantage. Every new and certified used vehicle comes with the Dinsdale Customer Advantage Program. Our program protects nitrogen-filled tires for 1 year, guards against windshield damage and door dings for a year, and protects your car's appearance for 5 years at no additional cost to you. So let life bring its bumps and jolts. You've got the Customer Advantage Program from Tom Dinsdale in Grand Island and Hastings.
J-Tech Construction is doing all they can to help customers feel safe when dealing with their project needs. We offer virtual appointments, and if you think you have hail damage, let J-Tech inspect your roof with a free drone inspection. We'll talk you through the roof replacement process with our no-contact virtual meetings and create 3D renderings so you know exactly what the finished product will look like before we even start working. J-Tech Construction, the official exterior experts of the Huskers.
So the Knights needing to figure out answers here in this second half, trailing by 13, and we'll see what first-year head coach Joey Werning has drawn up on that dry erase board here as we approach the third.
Well, they're able to get out in transition, you know, after a nice rebound or what have you. They were able to get into a little bit of a rhythm there midway through the second quarter, and a lot of that got negated by a couple of turnovers, though, that Pius created for themselves on the defensive end. I think ball security is going to loom large here for the Lincoln Southeast Knights.
Glad that you're with us. We already have broadcasted the girls HAC championship. Congratulations to Pius, who defended the tournament title. The boys are trying to make it back-to-back repeats for both the boys and girls in this competition. We have a alley-oop attempt to start things off, trying to find Brady Christensen.
A.J. Hogan's like, get that out of here, no way.
Yeah, blame the guy for trying, but again, that just speaks to the athlete that Hogan is. And the Knights get the steal.
Typical motion offense, working the ball back and forth across the court. A lot of movement away from the ball.
And Francis fouled by Charlie Hoiberg.
Hello?
And that's a foul you can live with if you are a Pius fan. That aggressive style defense, you're going to pick up a foul, reach in here and there.
And so far, too, Pius, as Hogan misses, has done a great job containing him.
Yes.
As France draws the foul, but Hogan held to just 3 points in that first half.
Right, that double team shades his way pretty early in most offensive sets, and for good reason. Just a phenomenal score. Like you said, kind of being held in check here for this HAC Conference Championship game.
France unable to hit either there, so it still remains a 13-point lead here early in the third.
That's another good offensive possession where Southeast comes up empty. It's not an empty possession. They didn't generate any points.
Corner three, drained by Sam Hostreiter.
Yeah, and then on the other end, a corner three falls for the Thunderbolts. How about that baseline pass there from Luke Tenenbaum?
Taubenheim with the assist, and that is the second three for Hostreiter here today. So that doubles the lead, 16 points now for Pius. Southeast with some work to do. Applegate top of the key. Applegate driving, no go. Taubenheim with the board. Sam in traffic, blocked by France.
Oh,
Hostreiter showing his handles and finishes it off with the bucket from the elbow.
No doubt about the crossover created the space, that little step back 15-foot jump shot.
The lead continues to grow for the Thunderbolts. Applegate, great pass to France, who finishes it off.
Really nice feed down low to the big man. Quick timeout here from Southeast, so they want to talk things over after the made bucket.
34-18, Pius in control, Southeast looking for answers.
If you're looking for excellent physical therapy or a great place to work out, Husker Rehab in Beatrice is the place to start. At Husker Rehab, they enjoy a friendly, relaxed atmosphere, and they'll help you reach your goals.
At Husker Rehab, we take pain personally, and we're always looking for the best solutions to help you out and have proven results. Hi, this is Ryan Wade, a physical therapist at Husker Rehab in Beatrice. If you have a referral for physical therapy or are looking to get into better shape, we'd love to help you out.
That's Husker Rehab with 2 locations in Lincoln, 1 in Beatrice, and 1 in Fairbury. Call today for more information or learn more at huskerrehab.com.
Welcome back, third quarter action here in the Heartland Athletic Conference Tournament Championship, 34-18. Pius in control. And continuing to have a big night, Charlie Hoiberg with another three.
Just brutal. Southeast comes out in a zone defense there, and Pius just nonchalantly works the ball around and finds the open shooter.
That makes it 37-18, and here's Sam Hoiberg with the steal and the lay-in. So 39-18 with 4:40 to go here in the third quarter.
Looks like they're getting Taubenheim here with a little shove underneath the rim.
Inbound to Sam Hare. He's taking on Sam Hoiberg. Now to Yagub. Again to Schneider off the front of the iron. Charlie to Sam. Sam inside, stolen away by Wade Voss rather. Here comes Schneider. Mm. 39-18, 4 minutes to go. Pius with a 2-on-1, make it a 3-on-1. Easy lay-in for Charlie.
Beautiful bounce pass there, Brandon, at the tail end.
Charlie with 15 to lead all scores. Injury timeout here for Southeast. Here's another look at the replay. Sam Hoiberg with 4 points.
Running the court extremely well in that last offensive possession. It looked like Southeast was once again kind of finding a rhythm, then turned over by Taubenheim, who went coast to coast.
So 41-18, Southeast with just 2 points since halftime.
Southeast had a difficult time in that first quarter, opening the game up and finding points. Same bugs kind of biting them here to start things in the third.
We have Sam Easley also, who's checked in for Pius. Up to Charlie, now to Blake Dabercow. And in transition, Taubenheim with another lay-in.
Just beautiful transition, basketball execution.
Three-pointer hit by Yagub.
And Southeast needs a little bit more of that. The transition three ball's always a welcome sign if you're a Knight fan.
So Pius still on top, 43-21. We'll be back. Welcome back. 3 minutes left in the third quarter, which is brought to you by United Healthcare, wanting you to know that small towns matter. Brandon Axman, Andy Klassen with you here on News Channel Nebraska. Pius with a 22-point lead here with 3 to go in the third.
Yeah, Pius really hit another gear there in this third period. Operating at such a high efficiency rate offensively. Everything's just in rhythm for them right now. And then that suffocating style of defense they had in the first half, well, it bled over here to the third quarter as they're able to turn over the Southeast Knights multiple times, creating easy looks on the other end.
Easily to Jack Hostreiter, now around to Sam. And nice pass inside, 2 more points for Blake Dabercow.
Really nice feed there. Hoiberg drawing the defense over with the dribble penetration. Dabercow making himself available at the rim. Easy lay-in.
9 points now for Dabercow. Pick and roll, France is stripped. Cobenheim bringing the ball.
Sam Hoiberg with the quick hands, denying France at the rim.
Hogan, a big swat on Jack Hostreiter. Stolen away by Jack.
Great anticipation there, getting the hands out in the passing lanes.
Open three, easily just short. Rebound Hare. Wide open for Applegate, who knocks it down.
Excellent ball movement from the Knights there in transition for the three, and here we go. Full court press. Nearly generates a takeaway.
Here's another look. Applegate with 6 points after that one. Still a 21-point game. Charlie going for the oop. And Sam Hostreiter unable to get the lay-in. He gets the rebound, though, and is fouled.
Hostreiter just kind of padding his stats here, Brandon, just getting himself another offensive rebound.
Can't blame a guy for doing that. He has 8 points so far to go along with that extra rebound.
Yeah, a couple boards. Spirited effort here this afternoon.
Another look.
You do have to appreciate the unselfish style of play that Pius has brought to the table here this afternoon. Multiple scores, really sharing the ball well, moving the ball well.
Hostreiter makes them both. That puts him in double digits with 10. And again, Hogan with it, who at this point still has just 3 points. This will stay night basketball.
Yeah, that's definitely a major storyline to this game, is that A.J. Hogan still has yet to really get going offensively.
Schneider can't get the floater to drop. Quickly out to Sam Hoiberg. Gets past his defender, can't get the lay-in. Good effort.
Nice move, no finish there. Is he able to hit that extra gear here right at the rim for the blow-by? Not quite enough on it.
47-21 your score, or 47-24 your score on the Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Saying, help you add value to every aspect of your operation by checking them out at auroracoop.com. Another turnover by the Knights.
Yeah, Pius really does play with great anticipation, always aware of where the ball's going, not where it's at.
Shot from the free throw line, rims out. And that'll do it here in the third quarter. All Pius here in the HAC championship. The Thunderbolts enjoying a 23-point lead as they look to three-peat. We'll be back.
If you're looking for excellent physical therapy or a great place to work out, Husker Rehab in Beatrice is the place to start. At Husker Rehab, they enjoy a friendly, relaxed atmosphere, and they'll help you reach your goals.
At Husker Rehab, we take pain personally, and we're always looking for the best solutions to help you out and have proven results. Hi, this is Ryan Wade, a physical therapist at Husker Rehab in Beatrice. If you have a referral for physical therapy or are looking to get into better shape, we'd love to help you out.
That's Husker Rehab with 2 locations in Lincoln, 1 in Beatrice, and 1 in Fairbury. Call today for more information or learn more at huskerrehab.com.
What does farming mean to you? For most, it's hard work, dedication, and livelihood. Unfortunately, that also comes with risk. At Nebraska Crop Insurance in Beatrice, they know the non-stop dedication involved to keep your family protected from that risk and ensure their livelihood. Not only do they know everything about the coverage you need, they're also farmers themselves. So protect what means the most to you with the agent who knows what it means to be a farmer. Nebraska Crop Insurance, 615 Dorsey Street in Beatrice.
Welcome back. 47-24 is your score here as we enter the fourth quarter. Lincoln Southeast looking in a little bit of trouble here. And it's just been the story of the game, Andy, where except for a little kind of minute or two stretch in the second quarter, they just haven't been able to get into an offensive rhythm.
No, they really haven't. And right there, you saw it. They worked the ball around, got it inside, a good look, but just too much defense at the rim. And then no second shot opportunities. Both teams really have done a nice job with the rebounding, but they're just seeing that offense once again, a high efficient rate, working the ball around. Luke able to finish at the rim.
Oppenheim with another one. And that puts him at 9 on the afternoon. Hare for 3, won't go for it.
And no second shot opportunity. Pius continues their strong rebounding efforts here in the fourth.
France gets his defender in the air, count the basket, and 1.
Once the ball went baseline, France did a nice job getting down low, making himself available for that pass and the finish.
This fourth quarter brought to you thanks to University of Nebraska at Omaha. France completes the three-point play.
And Sam Hare had his name all over those last two sequences, stealing the ball, getting it back to the Knights, but then also getting baseline with the assist.
Full court press, forces a turnover, and Yagub with the little oop lay-in.
Hare with another takeaway and assist.
And cuts the lead back to 20. Schneider will be tabbed for the foul on the floor.
Yeah, it's just a devastating ball fake there from Sam Hoiberg. When he goes up with both arms like that, gets defenders in the air pretty much every time.
Another nice look at the play from the Knights. Need a few more of those. Schneider with the rebound. Foul on Sam Hostreiter.
Ash Schneider is another one of those battlers, warrior-type players. Not afraid to get his nose dirty, but he also does a lot of good things when he's manning that point guard position, keeps his head up well, sees the court.
Schneider with the floater. He'll head to the line to shoot two, rather.
Yeah, another nice looking crossover, getting the defender off kilter and attacking that rim. That's really where Southeast is at their best, when they're kind of playing that isolation basketball with good spacing and allowing guys like Schneider to create.
6 points now for Schneider. 49-30 your score on the Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Again, Knights staying in that full court press. Sort of full court man, I guess, before dropping off. Yagub, some tough defense. Pius takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Pius 49, Southeast 31 here at the HAC Championship on News Channel Nebraska.
Let's go places. We're ready. Cornhusker Toyota Honda is here, like we've always been, to help you get wherever you're going. Safely, of course. We've got great deals on our most popular models. Start here, just off Deers Avenue in Grand Island. No need to shop anywhere else. Selection, service, people you know and trust. Vehicles you can count on, time after time. Stop in today or start online at cornhuskertoyota.com and cornhuskerhonda.com.
Welcome back. Under 6 minutes to go. 49-31. Deflection by Hare. Ball will stay with Pius.
And it appears Southeast kind of dialing it up a couple notches there defensively, aggressively guarding the ball in a man-to-man look.
Wide open three for Charlie. Don't know how he was left open, but he made Southeast pay.
Too many weapons on the outside for the Thunderbolts.
$18 points now for Charlie Hoiberg. Yagub from the corner. Toppenheim with the board. And errant pass from Hastreiter gives the Knights the ball back.
A little miscommunication there. We haven't seen too much of that.
Another look at the three from Charlie Hoiberg, his fourth from downtown. Getting a look at Brian Spichka, may just look like Pius will have its third consecutive HAC tournament championship.
Quite a run that the Thunderbolts are on right now.
Toppenheim attacks the glass and is fouled.
That was a late foul there. Toppenheim kind of getting bailed out. Thought he got into the area here and it was kind of running out of options.
Hare said, "I'll get in your way and there'll be a foul on me," his first. Backdoor cut and the two-handed flush for Sam Hastreiter.
Yeah, Pius the 10th has done that a couple of times. A little two-man game, a little give and go look.
And Schneider gets the steal. Great individual effort. Schneider now gets around Dabercow and is fouled.
Yeah, Schneider has played a heck of a game on the defensive end. See him right there trying to create offense as well, getting to the foul line.
Corey Kruger has checked in for Southeast. Sam Easley for Pius. Schneider at the line. Toppenheim calling for some help. Pius needing to get it across the timeline. Applegate, great steal. And yeah, Goob says, "Let me throw one down as well."
This full court press has turned over Pius at times, but here we go, getting loose behind him.
Teams trading dunks as Dabercow says, "Hey, I can do that too at 6'9".
Yeah, and that's how you beat that press. One too many guys gets coaxed forward. You have a guy slip out behind it.
So back to the Yagub dunk. His eyes, I'm sure, lit up because Coach Warning says, you know, for as athletic as A.J. Hogan is, Yagub actually has a higher vert than Hogan. Three from the corner for Kruger.
Yeah, and it's come in spurts. We've seen some good things here from Southeast. The Knights, they have shooters from beyond the arc. They got a good mid-range game with a couple of players, and they got a lot of good size inside. It's that consistency, Brandon, on the offensive end. It's kind of failed them at times here.
Dabercow finds it cutting easily. Sam Easley gets on the score sheet.
Nice
and
move.
There's Applegate.
Applegate's just a streaker. He gets to the rim, always forcing the issue.
under 3 to go. Still is a 20-point lead for Pius. That's kind of been the story of this second half. The Knights haven't been able to cut into that too much, and that's another bucket for Dabercow.
But I think if you're a Lincoln Southeast fan, you're thinking to yourself, at least we're trading buckets now. We're not just giving up buckets, not generating offense.
Scramble here in front of the scorer's table. And Hare is fouled by Dabercow.
But both teams continue to be laying it all out on the line there. Multiple bodies scrambling for that ball, and Applegate comes away with it and very wisely works the ball up the court.
Hare knocks down the first, and now we're going to see some reserves for the Thunderbolts as Pius players get some applause from their fans.
Yeah, at times, the Thunderbolts are really putting on a clinic, especially defensively, churning over Southeast just multiple times and getting that lead and building on that lead throughout those first 3 periods, and in a way kind of put it in cruise control for this fourth quarter.
So at this point, it's safe to say, obviously, that Pius is going to get the win. And talking to Coach Brian Spichka about that and said, hey, Coach, you're in the conference for, this is your 3rd year. You won the first 2 times, and now you're going to win a 3rd. What does that mean? What does that say about your program? He says, well, it means the coaches haven't messed it up too much.
Yeah, very modest guy, great guy to talk basketball with, and he does have a sense of humor to him as well.
He said, great players have come through. You referenced Charlie Easley, Austin Jablonski from that tournament they won 2 years ago, and just said, laying the foundation and on what already is a prideful program, a tradition-rich program, and kind of incorporating everyone into what Pius is trying to do here.
Right, and Spichka's putting his own personal stamp on it, with a new style of ball, kind of more transition, getting the ball out and running with it. But you always pay a lot of credit to having players like Charlie Easley come through your doors. There's a lot of truth to what he was saying there, Brandon, about just not messing it up. You have a shooter, a guy like Charlie Easley, get him shots.
Let's get a couple players in for Pius with 1 minute left to go. Interesting too, because the whole thing that went on with Lancaster County, where sports was shut down for 3 weeks at the start of this season. Talking to both coaches, they referenced the fact that, hey, we're still just trying to really figure out our groove.
Right.
The start of this year has been a little bit herky-jerky, Andy, to steal a word you use, but just, Coach Spichka too said, we're just trying to get in a rhythm right now, because Pius, this is only their 5th game of this season, while some teams have close to 10.
Exactly, some teams are still out there only sitting with 4 or 5 games, and we're coming out of the holiday break right now. Usually you're sitting at about 12 games, and just like every other facet, things are different in this 2020-21 season. But it does put such an onus on getting that rhythm, finding that rhythm, because before you know it, postseason play is going to be staring you down.
So Pius is going to be able to dribble this one out, and it is official. The Pius Thunderbolts three-peat as HAC tournament champs, taking down Lincoln Southeast 62-44 in a game that they really got out in front and didn't look back. And quite an impressive feat, Andy, for the Bolts.
Really is. Three-peat HAC conference tournament champions, and we were talking about it a little bit there, how head coach Brian Spichka is like, look, we're just still trying to find out a lot about ourselves, get into a rhythm in our own right. Well, Appears to me they found a pretty good gear here throughout this tournament, obviously taking home the trophy for the third year in a row.
Lincoln Southeast giving the runner-up plaque. Again, just wasn't their day.
No.
Sometimes it's weird how things even themselves out. You shoot 70+% from the field in the semis.
Right.
Shooting goes away a little bit the next time you come out, but a lot of talent on this team.
A lot of talent, a lot of great athletes, and it's a hit or miss type of a game, the game of basketball, and shots were just not falling like they were throughout the tournament for Southeast here this afternoon.
And the Bolts hoist the trophy for the third consecutive year after joining the conference 3 years ago. We'll take a break, come back, and do our post-game hearing from Coach Spichka, as well as our player of the game.
Claybaugh Pharmacy provides you with all the pharmacy options a person would need. As a full-service pharmacy, we give you all the traditional options, but also have the modern technology to maintain your profiles. Maybe you're busy. Head to claybaughpharmacy.com. Click on online refills to get your prescriptions filled from the convenience of your home. Claybaugh Pharmacy and Gift Shop, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
He won't want to be a dinosaur karate master forever, but he'll always dream big. Be ready. Start saving for college today with a Nest 529 account. Check your state's plan for tax benefits. To learn about objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement at nest529.com.
Shop Columbus Motor Company during the Start Something New sales event for that new vehicle. They have a great selection of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps for work or play, and Ram tough trucks that can handle any job you've got. And they have a 5-day money-back guarantee in case you're not completely satisfied. Stop by their dealership at 2806 23rd Street in Columbus or shop them online at columbusmotorcompanyne.com, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always.
Are you struggling with pain or mobility issues? Do you need physical or occupational therapy? Husker Rehab can help. With 6 locations, help is in your hometown or just a short drive away. Our goal is to keep you moving with the most modern and up-to-date rehabilitative techniques. If your life is being ruined by physical pain, come and see us. Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms, in Fairbury, Beatrice, Lincoln, and Nebraska City. Visit us at huskerrehab.com.
J-Tech Construction is doing all they can to help customers feel safe when dealing with their project needs. We offer virtual appointments, and if you think you have hail damage, let J-Tech inspect your roof with a free drone inspection. We'll talk you through the roof replacement process with our no-contact virtual meetings and create 3D renderings so you know exactly what the finished product will look like before we even start working. J-Tech Construction, the official exterior experts of the Huskers.
You're watching the postgame show, presented by Pinnacle Bank of Beatrice. They're committed to bringing you banking the way it should be. Pinnacle Bank of Beatrice, member FDIC.
And welcome back here to Lincoln Northeast, 62-44, your final. Pius three-peats as HAC Conference Tournament champs. Coach, you made the joke before the game. You said, you know, it means the coaches haven't messed things up, the fact that we've gotten to this point. Congratulations. You continue to not screw it up with your third consecutive HAC title. What does it mean? How does it feel?
Well, it feels really good, and having, you know, the players that we have, that's kind of our goal, is just to put them into good situations where they can go ahead and use their talents, and they did a really good job of that today.
And in this one, really led from start to finish, 11-4 after the first quarter. You guys never looked back, and it seemed like the defense was a big reason why that was the case. But how were you able to win and win so convincingly against a good team?
Defense is our key. If we can defend and rebound, we feel that's something that we have the size, the length, the anticipation, the athleticism to be able to do, and the depth. We can throw a lot of different guys out at people. We have a lot of flexibility with our size to be able to guard. Our size can guard big guys. Our size can guard small guys. Our smalls can go ahead and guard bigs because they're tough. So we think we have a lot of flexibility that way, and that allows us to do a lot of aggressiveness. I have a lot of aggressive play on defense.
And I think something that really emphasizes that, A.J. Hogan held him to just 3.
Is that all he had? Wow. You don't hold a guy like that to 3 very often. He's a great player, and our guys did a really good job of kind of keying in on him and making every shot that he had contested. And, even great players have a hard time making contested shots, but he's one that usually can make a lot of those.
Well, lastly, we're about to talk to Charlie. Another good game for him, 18 points, coming off another good performance in the semis as well. He seems to really be hitting his stride, which I'm sure you're enjoying.
I really enjoy watching Charlie when he clicks like that. He and his brother Sam and Luke have been doing a great job as our kind of leading guard combos out there on the top, and they do a great job of playing together and playing not only for themselves, but for their teammates too.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
Let's bring in Charlie Hoiberg, 18 points in this one. And I joked with you off camera, we talked to you after the HAC tournament game last year. This appears to be kind of where you like to shine most. So what was it about this game as well as last year's that just makes you perform so well?
Well, it's just fun playing in a high-pressure environment. Always the HAC's a big deal, so we love to win, a huge win here. It's a confidence-boosting win. We've kind of felt like we've proved ourselves, but as far as me performing in certain games, I guess just kind of pieces fall, the dominoes fall in the same direction.
Coach talked about the fact that because of, not being able to start the season normally, you feel like you guys are still trying to figure things out and get really into a groove, and you normally have more games under your belt in a regular season than you do right now. Now, how do you guys feel, and how do you feel specifically where you and your team are sitting?
Well, we definitely needed some games to get back into our groove, and we're finding it a little bit, and we got 2 good games in to start the season before winter break, and that little break, we kind of had to get our groove back again. First game against East, we struggled a little bit. We found a way to pull it out. We're finding our groove again. Hopefully we can keep carrying it on.
Well, and obviously you've been a part of this program for 2 years, and you guys are 2 for 2 in winning the HAC. For you personally, what does it mean to be a part of this three-peat and do something that's pretty important and pretty special?
Well, it's just nice to have a winning program, consistency. It's something that we're striving for every day. We're always striving to be perfect, even though we know we can't be that way. But having results is always a lot of fun, so it means a lot.
Well, Charlie, great game. Good luck moving forward, and hopefully you guys continue the success for this season.
Thank you.
Charlie Hoiberg, 18 points. Pius, 3-peats as HAC champs here at Lincoln Northeast. We'll take another break, come back, and wrap things up here in the capital city.
Hi, this is Jen at the Columbus Family YMCA. We hope this finds you all healthy. The Y has opened everything back up starting August 31st. More classes, longer hours, child watch, volleyball, swim team, pool, sauna, and more. Our biggest priority is keeping everything clean and safe for our members. Come check us out, the Columbus Family YMCA, where your family and your fitness are important to us. For more information, call the YMCA at 402-564-9477.
YMCA. It's for all of you.
Attention, there is no need to shop around for the lowest cash prescription price. USave Pharmacy has you covered. When you search on GoodRx, RxSaver, or Single Care, simply show us the best price listed. If we are not already lower, we will match the lowest price. Offer does not apply on controlled substances. Trust you're getting the lowest price from your local USave Pharmacy, and of course, the best hometown service.
USave Pharmacy.
Claybaugh Pharmacy provides you with all the pharmacy options a person would need. As a full-service pharmacy, we give you all the traditional options, but also have the modern technology to maintain your profiles. Maybe you're busy. Head to claybaughpharmacy.com. Click on Online Refills to get your prescriptions filled from the convenience of your home. Claybaugh Pharmacy and Gift Shop, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
A university is more than just a place. It's people and their dream of a better future. At UNO, it's access to exceptional education and opportunities. Our maverick spirit drives who we become. It's our voice to the world. We are Mavericks. We look at challenges in a different way, do things people said could never be done. We lead, build, innovate, protect, teach. Be exceptional. Achieve exceptional. Access to exceptional.
Welcome back. Wrapping up the boys HAC Tournament Championship at Lincoln Northeast. Pius gets the victory 62-44 over the Lincoln Southeast Knights. Pius improving to 5-0 on the season. Lincoln Southeast dropping to 3-2. But Andy, overall, we kind of mentioned it. Pius got out in front, didn't allow Southeast to get back. Talking to head coach Brian Spichka, a big reason why, just the defensive tenacity.
It really was a heck of an effort on the defensive end, to say the least, for Lincoln Pius, the 10th. I couldn't believe the on-ball pressure, but then off the ball, the anticipation that the backside was playing with so many tip-aways, steals, and obviously that allowed Pius to get out into that transition game in offense and build that lead and then keep it.
Well, let's take a look at the top plays of the game. Boys Heartland Athletic Conference Tournament Championship. Lincoln Southeast, the 3 seed, taking on Lincoln Pius, the top seed, as the Thunderbolts looking to win this thing for 3 consecutive years. Starting things off, working the ball around, and a take by Luke Taubenheim to the glass gets the scoring started. Taubenheim finished with 9 in this one. Now you have a solid take up and under, count the basket for Brady Christensen with the acrobatic move. Pius up 11-4 after the first quarter, but you have some threes going in thanks to Sam Hare knocking it down. Pius up by 9 midway through the second, and Charlie Hoiberg, he knocked down a couple three-pointers just in that second quarter alone. He had a game high and a team high 18. Good defense, though, by Southeast. Jake Applegate, one of his 2 blocks in the game. Applegate this time taking it and getting the 2. He finished with 8 to actually lead the Knights. But how about going into halftime on a high note? Blake Dabercow in transition off the glass, count it. Dabercow had a great day, 13 points for him. Pius goes into halftime leading 29-16. And now you have Taubenheim leading the charge. Lay-in for Charlie Hoiberg, who had a very good game. And as you see, Pius just starts pulling away, despite the 3 by David Yagub, who had 7 off the bench. So 49-27, Bolts up by 22, going for a little bit of a oop action. And you have the finish for Yagub. And as the game got late in the game, the dunks started falling. First one from Sam Hastreiter, who had 12. Then you have the great steal that leads to a dunk for Yagub. His eyes lighten up at the sight of that. And about 2 seconds later, no one gets home on defense. And so Dabercow says, I'll throw one down as 2 to get in on the dunk party. But your final, 62-44. Pius three-peats as Heartland Athletic Conference Tournament champs and are undefeated on the season. So statistically, for your score totals, Charlie Hoiberg leads Pius with 18, Dabercow with 13, Sam Hastreiter with 12, all 3 in double digits. Then you have Taubenheim 9, Sam Hoiberg 4, Brady Christensen 2, Sam Easley and Jackson Kessler also with 2. And for Lincoln Southeast, team high 8 points for Jake Applegate, McGinnis Schneider and Barrett France both with 7, as well as David Yagub. Sam Hare with 6, Wade Voss with 2, Corey Kruger with 3, and also A.J. Hogan with 3. A big reason why Pius was able to shut down the star player for the Knights. And again, one more time, Andy, your final 62-44. Any final thoughts as we wrap this one up?
Well, you saw some good things from Lincoln Southeast. You really did. I know they gave up a big game here, but there were spurts. There were times where that offense was clicking, but you just got to tip your cap back to Pius, and that defensive pressure really set them apart here this afternoon.
For our basketball fans, you are still in luck because our triple header continues on News Channel Nebraska. Beatrice is hosting Kearney Catholic. Beatrice, a top 5 team in Class B. Kearney Catholic, a top 5 team in Class C1. They are meeting at the Ozone, just a few miles southeast of Lincoln Northeast, and our live coverage will be starting at 4:15. So we're going to take a short break, go back to regular programming for about 15 minutes, and then Eric McKay and Michael Shively, will have the call. Michael Shively with Tyler Brasowski in the truck for that Beatrice game. As for us here in Lincoln, special thanks as always to our terrific crew, Michael Harms and Will Ryan in the truck. For Andy Klassen, I'm Brandon Axemet. That wraps up our HAC Conference Tournament coverage from Lincoln.